Disaster. Manchester United blow it. The crumble is happening. The mentality is gone. Heads have got to roll because this Manchester United team has lost 2 on the bounce. 3 away games on the bounce we've capitulated, where in all of them we start off well, we create opportunities, we are marginally the better team, maybe not against Brighton, but much better than West Ham, much better than Tottenham. But what happens? Mudded in the brain. I've been talking about this for many, many years on the football terrace. Many, many years on the football terrace. Tactics are important. Ability is important. But none of it counts for if your mentality is weak. And too many of these Manchester United players are crumbling at the most important stage of the season. You know, we talk about world-class form. Oh, this player's performing amazingly right now. Wow, look what my goalkeeper's doing. Generalistic terms here. Let's look at how our players perform at the most pivotal moments in the run-in in a season, when they're tired, when they want to give up, when the odds are stacked against them. And Man United are on the course towards bottling this top 4 position, which will leave the season, if we do it in that manner, as rank failure. There will be little to no improvement because this form is going to mean we lose to City in the FA Cup final as well. The regression is so bad. If I regressed as a man this much, I'd be sucking on my mummy's tit for milk. That's how bad the regression is right now from these players. And how did this game go? Well, a lot of people are going to focus on Weghorst starting. They're going to focus on Bruno out on the left. That isn't the problem for me. We started this game, and let's just, there's a little statometer here. I'm going to move it down to their goal, okay? The first 27 minutes of the game. We had 7 shots. We'd hit the post twice. They had speculative efforts. They weren't doing anything. We had 60% of the ball. We were dominating them. It felt a matter of time before Manchester United scored the goals to win this game. So I don't have any issue with the starting lineup. I have no issue with how we started the game because we were dominating it. They were sitting back. It was easy for us. But this is where mentality comes in. David De Gea concedes the most ludicrous, the most pathetic, biscuit, wafer thin wrist goal I have ever seen in my life. I don't remember seeing, at the highest level of the Premier League, a weaker save. A weaker save than that. Yes, his foot slipped, but he's still got a whole hand to the ball. Listen, Benrahma should celebrate. He scored a goal. In tennis, they'd hold their hands up and go, yeah, sorry, I got a point there. I shouldn't. It was a fluke. It was a fluke goal, even though the shot was on target. It was a P-roller. My 4-year-old daughter would have saved that. 110%. My 3-year-old son could have trapped it with his eyes shut. David De Gea has made one too many mistakes. David De Gea has made one too many errors. One too many errors in a Man United shirt for me now. I can understand he's poor playing out from the back. He wasn't developed as a goalkeeper in an era where that was as essential. It's become a more modern day thing. He just missed that group where it was like your ability on your feet was looked at as every bit as important as your hands. But those types of mistakes today, they're unforgivable. And there's too many of them coupled in with him being bad with his feet. You couple those two things together, we need a new number 1 goalkeeper. I ain't scapegoating him as the only reason. I'll get onto that in a minute. Because from that point, everybody else, from the captain Bruno to Marcus Rashford to Martial that came on, none of them believed. None of them believed. And I could see it. I could absolutely see it. I could see it. I could smell it through my television screen. Zero belief. West Ham believed. West Ham don't have better players than Man United. They don't have a better manager and better tactics. Mentality. Mentality. That's why there's so many billionaires out there that don't even have college degrees, but so many highly educated people that can't get a job. Mentality. This team is weak. And I feel right now, listen, I might in 3 weeks' time feel very different. But at this moment, at this specific placement and time, I feel hoodwinked. I feel like I've been defrauded by some fake prince in an email. Don't ever respond to them. Like I've done the Spanish lottery that I never entered. I legitimately feel defrauded. Like I've been catfished. And the love of my life is really some bloke I knew from school winding me up. They lured me in to think their mentality had changed. And as of right now, it hasn't. Because I've got to keep the same damn energy. And I always talk about Harry Kane can't be rated higher than Aguero or Rooney because he's got more goals. They did it in run-ins. They did it in title challenging seasons, multiple trophy winning seasons for a decade when the pressure was on to this degree. So although I believed and I felt my team had turned a corner, they're proving to me they haven't. These last 3 away games are an abomination. And people will focus on, people are going to turn around and focus on like, well, was it this defeat or was it that loss? No. After our bad moments this season, we've actually responded really well. This is the crunch time that's done it. It's nothing to do with what City did to us earlier on in the season. It's nothing to do with what Arsenal did to us at the Emirates or what Liverpool did to us. That's not in their minds. It's, oh my God, we're nearly there. We're nearly over the line. They're fumbling the ball. They're fumbling the ball at the last moment. That is all this is. Weak mentality. Erik ten Hag has got a massive, an absolutely huge job this summer. It's gargantuan because it isn't just about bringing in players with the technical ability. It's shipping out the individuals that are that shrivel up when we need them to grow. That is where winning is done. I may wake up tomorrow morning calmer and feel a little bit different. We may beat Wolves this coming weekend, and I'll feel a little bit different. But as of right now, there's no way we're winning 3 from 4 games playing like this. Absolutely no way. Yes, we've got home games to come, and we're better at home, and I understand that. But there's a part of me that's getting towards a stage now where we're going to end this season, and there's a bitterness creeping into me. I can feel a bitterness creeping into me. Because we're not ending the season well enough. We're not showing that we're going to get, we're going to fall over the line again, maybe. And yeah, great, we'll get better in the summer. But sometimes you learn more through losing. I'm so angry at these guys today. So frustrated because the panel may say different to me, and they're absolutely welcome to. You may say different in the comments. You're absolutely welcome to. But this is all in their heads for me. 110%. Battering Spurs. No reason for them to get back in the game. Heads go. Playing well against Brighton. Well in the game. Ample chances in the first half. The longer the second half goes on, the more we sit back, the more our heads go. Today, absolutely fine up until they score a goal. And then our heads go. How many second half performances in the last 2 months have Man United capitulated, come out flat? The manager isn't saying, it's okay, guys, we'll win this one, chill out. It's them. In my opinion, I know rivals won't agree. They want it to go. Listen, and Ten Hag hasn't been perfect, and I've criticised him in games. But when I looked at today, I saw people, I can't believe Weghorst is on the pitch. It's why we're losing. We were creating all the chances. We had all the ball. They were doing nothing with him on the pitch. We hit the post twice. That's how close we were. As soon as the goal went in, done, finished, dead. And as I've said before, and I'll say again, mentality is everything in all sports, at all moments, at all times. It's what gets you through. And Man United lack it in abundance. We lack it in abundance. And I got suckered into thinking we'd really turned the corner. And I think we're on the bend. We're on the bend. But like, we might go back the other way if we're not careful. We have to push through this. We have to end this season strong. And prove me wrong. Prove me goddamn wrong. Beat Wolves, beat Chelsea, win 4 in 4, bounce back. So shut your mouth, Fluers. You're wrong. We have got the right mentality. That's what I want. I want to be wrong about this, but I got an horrible gut feeling. I've got an horrible gut feeling that we are going to fail now at the end of this season. Because from where we got ourselves, up until the last 3 weeks, we've been overachieving, comfortably in top 4, in an FA Cup final, won the League Cup. We could throw that all away with bad mentality. And any Man United fan not calling this out, you are a problem at this football club. I'm not saying abuse the players. I'm not saying sack the manager. So I don't think a lot of it is down to, I think some of it's down to him, and he's got to learn from that. All managers make mistakes. But so many of these players have got to go. And tonight, again, my mind might change in the morning. Tonight, I don't care what one of them leaves. Probably barring Casemiro. If tonight it was announced that the rest are all being sold, I'd go, great. Tonight, I can't stand them. Tonight, I ain't their friend. Tonight, they've disgraced my football club. It is absolutely preposterous. Preposterous what they have done. Super chat here says, I can't believe we actually have a top 4 race. Changes very quickly. Even if Liverpool miss out, we should go into next season with momentum and optimism. You should, Daniel. And there is a top 4 race, 110%. And I've been saying it for about 2 or 3 weeks. And everyone's been, no. I can see it. If you know football, you can see it coming.